With no abilities though, after contact, you don't just want to swing. And this happened over here. We'll see in the VOD where you got a kill and then you just swung.
Yep.
After you get a kill, you can come out a bit like this. Yeah. But it's about being like unpredictable. These dudes, all of their crosshairs snapped over here after you got that first kill. And you kind of want to like milk that for all it's worth. The longer you stay alive, the better. It's less to do with getting the next kill and more to do with controlling this space and staying alive are like your two criteria, not killing more at this point. Because if a teammate manages to come over here, and this will frequently happen, and take the next fight, their crosshairs have been locked, Garden, and they're in a lot of trouble. And then that's when you step on the gas again.
Want to get coached? It's free. Join the Discord, read the VOD submission rules, submit a VOD for my moderation team to approve, and then show up to any VOD review stream and enter the raffle. Check the events tab on my Discord to see when the next VOD review stream is. Enjoy the video.
What the heck? You already popped?
Oh yeah, I was like instant.
Okay.
And oh hey, it's my favorite map.
Yeah. What the hell? You see, just watched his whole team run out. What was that? What is this? What? Last in line. There we go.
Two Evan.
But of course they're all there because we waited 7 years to go out.
Dude says they're rotating. There's 5 on site.
Well, that's because you started to rush, but then you just ran mid for no reason while your team was rushing A. And then by then, of course, they're all A. If you just gone out like immediately, there'd only be 2 or 3 A, not 4 or 5.
Well, so I thought he said they were rotating to B because they put the wall up. I misunderstood the call.
Oh no, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Now that I'm thinking. Is that Sage wall B? No, there's no wall here.
You just aimed at the window. Okay.
Smoking ammo.
Okay. Damn, he's playing Valorant, chat. I'm not gonna lie. That sucks for him. That's a good round. That's a good round. Just don't use util. Like, I don't know why you pulled out the molly. It didn't make sense. Everyone's fighting. You gotta shoot people. Everything else is good though.
Planting that quickly? Should I just make
sure?
No,
planting's good. We want that, buddy. I'm not them. I'm me. Oh no. Okay. We're running into
smoking mid.
Indecision, chat. Do you see this? One smoke, that's enough to make us all leave. That's Schrodinger's smoke. When I'm VOD reviewing somebody and I say don't smoke that, they'll rotate. People say, oh, but everyone always pushes smokes. However, when you're on offense and there's a smoke, I never see you guys push smokes. Schrodinger's smoke. He needs to look. Oh man.
Oh, heaven. Yeah, sorry, I backed away from you.
Oh man, he could have just played with this guy. Oh, this guy's probably got it though.
Oh, nice try.
Tough. Yeah, you should just take space mid most rounds on this map.
No more doubt.
Even if the whole team's like mostly posturing to take B main there, I would just smoke like cat and block out tiles and even consider pushing up and just try to match the pace of that mid push with their pace. Like if they start rushing out B, you start rushing up market.
Okay. Let's take mid. Fuck it. Let's take mid control.
Oh well, now you're bringing all of them. Now I might go B main.
No, I am. I'm gonna smoke cat.
Smoke's down.
Oh, he didn't break it. The cabbage told him she was pushing
Jets
and we're
teammate.
pre-aimed in the wall. Thank you, improvised pizza, for the prime. I appreciate that.
Take it in.
Everything always works for the enemy,
I
but
should
not
be
the
main.
coper.
Last
Yup.
player
Yeah, you gotta slow it down, GPC. The cabbage saw her in B main, and then you're aiming in the wall as if you're expecting her to not be in B main.
Yeah. Okay.
And then she peeks you, and you've got to hit this crazy flick. And she sucks, so she didn't even kill you. But if we're in like a mortal, she probably kills you like instantly.
Immediately. Yeah.
And you're contesting B main alone, so you don't just want to like walk up like that when the cabbage saw one close. Because the Yoru
Yeah.
was playing it last round, he was flashing. Gotta chillax. We make way too much noise here. Damn, JPC's got it tough. The game's moving fast for him. Game is moving so fast for him. You gotta slow it down, JPC. Ascent's not a map where you can win rounds by like rushing out into sight and repeat. That's why you're probably losing lots of rounds on this map. I would smoke bot
Yeah.
mid off rip, and I would walk mid. No noise.
Okay.
Chill.
Smoke's down.
Now walk through your own smoke. Chill. We don't rush A here. Yeah, YOLO.
There's one in CT.
He shouldn't clear market there though. He should be knife out here.
A.
Taken down.
Okay, okay.
Last player standing. One enemy remaining.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I should have been
WP.
ready for that guy, G's.
Yep.
Dude,
Well, they said he was dice.
Oh.
Yeah.
bad com then.
Can block
You're all
the
good.
enemy's line of sight.
Now, that round was way better. You just forgot to smoke for the team. And you
Yeah.
cleared market for some reason. Like,
Yeah.
looking market there, that's when I would have just smoked A and gambled that they're probably not market at that point, you know?
Okay.
But that's more how the map is played. You gotta,
Okay.
if your team keeps rushing, you've got to take like, I would smoke cat here, yep.
Okay.
And you'll like tuck fridge to smoke sight for the team before you keep pushing mid, if that
Okay.
makes sense.
Yep.
Launching smoke.
Bad peak.
Our carrier's down.
Oh shit. I heard him
where you
coming.
looking?
No, I heard him running out. I should have just stopped.
Well, then yeah, you tuck fridge.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't control our teammates dying B main and us going 0 and 12, but we can control us getting ours mid.
Yeah.
So yeah, you should just focus on how you play that mid play because you misplayed that.
Yes. Yeah.
Launching smoke.
And this is, I'm glad the stream hasn't dropped though. Bro, stop looking at your smoke like that. The crosshair belongs outside of it.
Smoke's down.
Noob.
Face your fear.
Make me mad, JPC. See? His crosshair was in the smoke and then the guy peeked out. Oh my god. Dude's behind him.
I knew he
Yeah.
was behind me.
149. Yo, you're a
I did
controller player. Why is your
149,
crosshair always in your smokes? And they always peek outside of them, like how everybody peeks them. And you gotta adjust
well,
onto them.
Player
Let's talk about how bad that smoke was, because I was trying to do market on the other side of the market.
Nah, it was fine. I'm more worried that your crosshair was in the smoke when that omen peeked you, and while you were looking cat, your crosshair was in the smoke.
Okay, side smoke. Okay.
Well, where'd they peek out of it, you know?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I remember in silver they just walked straight through.
No, like you were holding a cat as if they jump out of it in the middle onto the grass. I don't think they even do that in silver,
I
man.
see what you're saying. Oh, okay.
It makes
that
no
smoke.
sense.
Smoke's down. Gotcha.
You know, I said it made no sense, and then there she goes, jumping out of the smoke right in the middle. Right on cue.
Jet's bigger than op. I mean, very likely a Smurf, right? Like, no, I'm kidding. Bombs on B.
Wait, what just happened?
One enemy remaining.
All right, she's A. Just plant.
What's that timing?
Flawless.
Go around, guys. Go around.
Man, I stand corrected. I guess they do just jump out right in the middle of the smoke, even in this elo.
Yeah. So I think the Sage was baiting for the jet up, is what I think was happening.
Yeah, but that's the dumbest play I've ever seen.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, like I said, I mean, I'm gonna call it right. These guys are clearly Smurfs, and they're stream sniping, and they have hacks. So it's just that's the only way that this happens.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Launching smoke.
This dude's pre-aiming up there. Just look cat, please. Thank you. Oh, his crosshair's floating. He's not looking at it. Oh, he wasn't looking at his crosshair that whole time.
Jets mid. I have tree.
You do have tree. Oh my god.
Who's next?
He's got more than just tree.
Launching smoke.
Ooh, this is dangerous. If the Yoru knows the bug, then the Yoru could have cleared us already, which is really annoying. Okay, he's mid.
2 mid. Have we seen Jet?
Why does JPC know there's 2 mid here while he's holding an angle?
Smoke's down.
You better get one before they come in. Okay, it's lit. Oh, he's gotta be more assiduous. Yo, the best thing to do there after you get your one is to like run away.
Run away,
and
yeah,
go
yeah.
heaven for your second.
One enemy remaining.
Also,
how
you
I-
comped 2 mid while you were holding an angle, so I know that you looked at your mini map when you shouldn't have. And also, while you were scaling up mid, I saw your crosshair start floating, indicating you looked at your mini map.
Yes. Yeah.
You're too worried about what's going on elsewhere on the map. You need
All
to
right,
be worried
turn it
about
off.
what you're
Brains
doing.
off. All right, brains off. Brains
Be
off.
like, I
brains
got
off.
cat.
All right. All right.
Launching smoke.
Crosshair's floating again. Look how wide we are.
Okay.
He did it again, by the way. You're gonna see it in the VOD. You're gonna cringe so hard. The whole time you walked up mid for cat, your crosshair was as if they'd have to basically like take 4 steps to peek you as wide as you were holding.
Oh,
Like I'm almost sure you're looking at your mini map there.
Last round in the
Hey, you're
half.
getting clapped by this omen. And
Yeah.
the reason you die to these players, like even if this dude's like hard smurfing, it's just because crosshair discipline.
Yeah.
It's got nothing to do with aim gap, although
Yeah,
there is an
well-
aim gap, but the 50
Yeah.
conversion rate should be higher if the crosshair placement's better.
You will not kill my allies.
Insta res. Bro.
Oh shit.
Oh my god. Bro, we got ours. What's a judge, chat?
Our carrier's
What's a
down.
judge doing there?
Spike down B. One enemy remaining.
He's CT. Oh my fucking god.
And you knew he had a judge. You got close,
Yeah.
dude.
Well, also crouch sprayed like a little.
Nah. Here in the Church of the Banana, we don't care about mechanical error. We care about decision-making error and like crosshair placement issue. That can be a problem. But if like we're talking raw aim, no big deal.
Spike planted.
I'm gonna ask him to restart it after this round.
One enemy remaining. Last player standing.
Oh, this omen's in our head rent free, man. Rent free noob. Thank you for the tier 1. This omen's already wrapped, dude. Changed my mind.
Ah.
Damn, this guy's a demon. Think omen smurfing? Oh yeah, very likely. But I mean, we're also playing and we've seen some diamond 3 act badges, chat. So he's just being an ascendant player. But I mean, he has a gold 3 act badge. He's in this lobby. Probably a smurf, but that's not a problem at all. What matters is how JPC is playing, and that's it.
Last player standing.
Damn, EA Sports sat that guy down. Did you ever play EA Sports games as a kid?
Oh yeah. Non-stop. That's
EA
yeah.
Sports.
Sports.
In the
It's in
game.
the game. It's in the game.
One enemy remaining.
God damn, EA Sports might clutch this up. Oh, he should have used the cavern dart there for A. He's got to watch my YouTube video dropping today. Oh my god. Oh my god. I just switched between every... Oh. Stalemate. That's tough. Potential snipe. Yeah, I mean, it's no big deal. Again, we don't care about the outcome of the game. We care about our decision making. Wow.
Holy shit.
Like that. We just walked into that.
There's an Odin beaming.
Smoke's down.
GG's guys, you have a good
NT.
day.
All right, TPC, we gotta talk. I got the VOD. I think you're way too concerned about the result of the game, is my read. So you're probably getting sniped and smurfed on the games on my stream, right? That doesn't matter, because all we care about is how you're playing in these games. Just measure like your improvement, and we'll expect to lose more than we win on the stream games, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But like, let's look at pistols. So these dudes are rushing very clearly. Like clomp, 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 clomp. Our duelist is leading the way. You've got Stim, you got Smokes. So this is a rush round. And if you look at their comp, all they have is a Sage Wall. There's no mollies. They've got like a smoke, but smoke doesn't stop a push. You can just break a Sage Wall and hit. But if you look here, like before even comms came in, you're already like, okay, time to go top mid. But you position for the rush. So we should just stick to our guns. We can change our decision next round. And now, of course, this is just losing. You come out 20 seconds into the round. Everybody's here. Okay. So why don't we like break the door while we walk in with them?
Oh yeah, no, that's a good point. I don't know. I could have done it from where KJ is.
Yeah. And I mean, if you're like, oh, but what if it won't reveal us because we're too deep in, then that's fine too. You don't even have to break it. But we're creating this gap because we're too focused on, you're going to see it's like using util or breaking util, when we should be more concerned about playing with the team, because bam, fight we missed. Trade from not us. And now the same thing happens where we just kind of stare at a smoke. Like that dart's great. It sees nothing. There's probably one lane, maybe one stairs. This is fine.
Yeah.
I'm super down Sky Flash out of this, but okay, we rotate. Here, watch our crosshair placement after we throw the smoke for cat or for bot mid. First of all, I've already smoked bot mid. A little slow here.
Yep.
But now look. There's the angle. There's our crosshair. Now here's our crosshair. They were there. They probably have killed our teammates already.
Yep.
And here, I don't like this. So we're 62 HP. We made contact with Omen. We got this alarm bot tree. And I'm probably going to try and fight this dude or like control tree. Coming out, it's not terrible though. I would have died to Jet. Just like watch the rush. So let me boot up Ascent too. Dang, I've got 249 ADR and customs. It's all the tier 3 in-houses. And this is really the gap. Like if you maybe I'll play some tier 3 in-houses later and let you watch my POV. Because like I'm not a Reyna player. I'm not a duelist player. And I pick Reyna in those a lot. Just because I know my discipline is way better and I'm always ready for the fight. And so right here, watch your peek. It's after we kill chat and we get like Omen blinded and it's coming up. So here, watch your heaven peek. Bam. You're just dead. You're just dead because you did it this way.
Yeah.
Because you felt rushed. Do it this way, and if they happen to come out tree and kill you in the back or whatever,
It
happens.
sucks. Yeah. GG. Yeah.
Happens. It's pacing is like the one thing that we should like try not to push if it means if it comes at a loss of technique.
Okay. And actually, yeah, that's a major issue that I have.
Yeah. And so here I'm coming across. Of course, the smoke is like
Smoke's down.
here, so I'm peeking out this way. And I might even peek wide first, thinking they might have come wide. And then I'm here. And Crosshair's out here. Grabbing the bomb. We're this way, tapping maybe, then holding. And I know the door's not broken yet. They might come back. I might plant here. Who knows? Maybe I can plant close to hell. It doesn't matter. It matters how you play it. First of all, you stick. They're probably coming out heaven.
Yeah.
They weren't. You got lucky. But now look at us. Look. Dude. So much danger because you're like in a hurry. Where are you trying to go? Smoke yourself off on site or something if you're worried.
Yeah, fair. Okay.
And now,
And
like, and there they
Scott's
are.
trying to heal me, and then, yeah.
Yeah, because you're too focused on, like, I need to get here fast.
Yep.
Like, yeah, I mean, if you could teleport here, that'd be great. But you can't. So plant the bomb. You've got to smoke.
Launching smoke.
Smoke yourself off. Get your sky heal right here.
God,
They
don't
start
even-
coming
that's-
out. You
okay.
hear them, and you're like, okay. And you can swing here. Oh, we're covered from heaven. Oh, they're coming heaven. You can swing here. Oh, I'm covered from tree. Random smokes are your, like, this is your panic
Yeah.
button.
Yep. Okay.
This
no,
is
that's
the
fine.
controller's panic button. You just throw a
And this
smoke.
is something I have never smoked myself in a game. Like,
Yep.
I have yet to do that.
You just
so,
toss
okay,
the smoke down, and yeah, I mean, I'm sure it looks really cozy. Like you plant the bomb.
Launching smoke.
You can even plant in the smoke, and now you hear him coming, and you know this guy's got
Right here.
your heaven drop out, so you can just worry about tree a bit. You could even peek out, but you see it's so comfortable. Look at that. Heaven doesn't see us at all. We're totally safe. Okay. Yeah. This round, watch this. 'Cause we're just focused on you here. So here we see the cabbages. You break the eye a little slow. Oops. Bam. So this cabbage sees Jet in B main.
Yeah.
She even breaks it.
Bam.
Look at your crosshair.
Yep.
And we're getting wide swung.
Look at that crosshair. Oh.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's what's going wrong. So even here, like backing up, like, oops, we're in the middle of the smoke. They
Yep,
literally have to
right.
hop out here for a crosshair beyond them. And I'm pretty sure if they hop out there and your crosshair's here, I'm pretty sure you're killing them.
Yep.
All about minimizing the threats we're exposed to and looking at the right ones. So here you're backing out. And let's say you do want to look mid. So I'd look mid like from over here. Let's say Sky really wants to heal you and you got to come out. Okay.
Oh yeah.
Come out this way. I'll look back cap, but now you see
Yep.
this guy gets the heal off, and then I might consider checking here again. I'm
Yeah.
back in. Maybe she's pushing, but the crosshair discipline
Yeah.
where I'm always ready for the fight. The crosshair's stuck on the head. This is how I will like rail diamond players every time. Got nothing to do with aim gap, even though there is an aim gap. It's got everything to do with their head and my crosshair are like made for each other, as in they'll just walk into it. Yeah, and then this is good. And look how you peaked that.
Yeah.
And you're making all this noise exposed to market this whole time. You're coming across like if they're pizza, you're dead.
Yeah.
Okay, you kill that guy. But like we shouldn't have been there in the first place. Like you're trying to do everything. You're like, oh, the door's not closed. I need to go close that door.
Yeah.
Like, but you can't.
Okay.
And this is something I've actually been explaining to Jet Daddy too. Even if there's something that you need to do, like plant the bomb or defuse the bomb, sometimes you just can't. And sometimes you'll lose the round because you can't. But the best players won't plant the bomb if they can't plant the bomb. Let's say you're in the 1v5. Okay. You've got the bomb. You've got 10 seconds on the clock and they're all B. Right. The best players just saving because they can't plant the bomb and they'll
Yeah.
hold here for their ones. A lot of Immortal players, they'll just be like, okay, I'll go for it. I'll hit my Twitter clip. But now their odds of winning the next round have been reduced because they didn't save the gun.
Save the gun.
And their odds of winning that round were what, 2%? And if they save the gun, maybe they increase their odds by 5%. So here you're thinking, I need to close that door. I think you can't though. Market and CT are threats and you don't really have control of both and you're out of smokes. I look at your map, you'd be like, oh, my Sky's walking up. Well, once she controls market, you can come out here and you can close the door. But you also don't need to do that because you control market.
Right.
So you can just chill. You just be like here, and you've perfectly got Borrow positioned over here, ready to get mad at you for baiting him. This guy's already watching. You're in position. You just swing off that guy, and it forces the teamwork. Because what happened instead was you had to take the fights, and this guy had to swing off you.
Yeah.
I mean, they got your trade, but I don't like it. I don't like it. This should inherently feel like you can't do it.
Okay.
It should feel way too dangerous. And it's similar to on A site, and this is why I would come up with smoking myself, is here after planting the bomb where I know they're likely heaven and tree, backing up A main is not an option.
Right.
This option doesn't exist in my head because I'm dying. And so if I like, essentially, if I think I'm dying, I generally will just try and take a fight from a good angle, and I'll try to like hold. So let's say I don't have that smoke, tree door is broken, I've just planted the bomb. I'm probably going to try to come over here.
Okay. Just what's that saying?
Because backing up is you're exposed to this guy and this guy. Super bad. So at least I can do this, and then if I don't see heaven, I can even do this type of thing. Because now I'm peeking tree as I unexpose heaven. Now I can come hell, and I sort of turn it into potentially single duels. So anytime like a decision feels way too dangerous, just don't make it. Okay, here, look at our crosshair. What's it doing on this smoke?
I played a game once in the past.
Yeah,
history
and they
of my
jumped out
games.
of it?
Yep, it's all under.
Yeah, anyways, on the smoke, you've got it in the wrong spot. So the
Smoke's
The
down.
point of putting the smoke here is so that they can't peek out on this side, thanks to fridge.
Oh, so they're gonna go left.
They have to go left. That's why it's fine to bulb it out
Jesus.
here.
Got it.
Normally you smoke flush so they can't peek out on either side, but
Yeah.
this is an exception because of this fridge, and of course because you want to block this guy.
Okay. From seeing over the.
So you can bulb it out, and this fridge reduces the one weakness of a smoke that sticks out. So you just have to make sure that they can't peek on that side, and now they have to peek out this way if they're gonna walk out.
If it were, okay.
So our crosshair goes here.
Okay, that makes
And
sense.
if they happen to peek out like over here or whatever, they're dead. They're dead. Don't worry about it. If they peek out of the smoke suboptimally, then it's pretty easy for us because there's 1, 2, 3. We probably lay them out. They might get one. Happens.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. This is the round I backseated you.
Yeah, it told me to go this way, which was never even a consideration. I had.
Yeah, and it probably felt really good. So just here, we need to smoke for the team though. They're hitting A.
Yes. Yeah.
And this is the power of smoke. So your utility can be used while this like gap exists between you and your teammates.
Yeah. And I shouldn't check marker to your point here.
Yeah,
I heard one. I did not know there was anyone to my left, so I shouldn't have checked it. Here is okay, but
Yeah, and I'd have routed heaven because if we look at sent, when you route this way, there's all of these cross setups that are annoying to deal with.
My back to it, yeah.
Now, there's still problems with going heaven too, because they can be cross like this and this, but there's less problems. That's like the only problem. While going this route has a lot of problems. It's got this one, and this one. So it's just in my head, it makes a lot more sense to go heaven. Now I might go garden in like a radiant lobby where they would assume I'd go heaven. And then here, this is just crazy. But I mean, they said dice, so tough.
Yeah.
I think they're saying was dice.
What? Yeah, it was dice is what. Yeah, you're right. They did say last seen dice.
Yeah, because I would be expecting him to get up heaven on you. It makes the most sense. Watch your crosshair. That peak sucked. So first of all,
Launching smoke.
crosshair on the smoke out here, and then you peek here, come out, get ADS here, come back out. Now, if you really want to walk up, you can. From here, you smoke for the team. Smoky. You can look here even more. A lot of the time on these hits, if it looks like my team's succeeding, I will chill because this guy, Cat, frequently likes to rotate through mid to get to market. And you've probably rotated this way too. And they come this way and then you kill them and then you continue to lurk. But sometimes I will push up. Generally, though, not alone.
Through T, so.
Yeah. And here, like the crosshairs.
Yeah.
So it's like if you hear them Cat, then you don't want to hold them from out here because.
Yeah.
So you hear them Cat, you back up, and if anything, I'd like hide because you don't want to give them this fair fight where they might peek out into you, expecting you. Very unlikely, but they might. But you know what nobody's gonna do? They're not gonna clear fridge, dude. Like,
Yeah.
I've never rotated through mid and taken my time to
Right
clear
here.
fridge first,
Right here.
and so you're chilling.
That's
Okay.
where the jet comes across me.
Yep. You screw up the
Let's see
market
here.
smoke. That's fine.
Oh no, this is different.
Now look at your crosshair again.
I need to be right side.
Yeah. They're not gonna double you out of a smoke like this most of the time, and if they do, you've got a huge advantage. And then there he is. And now don't rush into peeking like this. This is how you get
He has
yourself
a
killed.
blind. Yep.
Not even that. So This is kind of hard to explain, but in the duel, if you're the one like running into them, you're kind of in a lot of trouble. I'm trying to understand why I feel this way so I can explain it to you properly. For one, they're going to hear your footsteps if you just clomp at them, and it's actually pretty trivial for them to at least take the first shot on you off audio. And second, it's like you're giving them like first shot advantage almost surely because they hear you coming. They're going to shoot first. If you know somebody's stuck there and you want to push them, you should be shifting. Look at,
Right
we're a bit further from this angle, and you can even like sort of like pre-fire bullets through this wall to like fight them. Like if they're trying to hide from you, you know, you don't even have to expose them.
Yeah.
You can essentially force them to peek because you've got angle advantage. So I don't like just wide swinging him.
I mean, in hindsight, I had a molly. I don't shoot a molly in the corner and make him.
Molly's not that good because you got pull out util. You'd have to like tuck here, and by this point, this dude's TP'd out of there.
Okay.
He's back over here. Yeah, I'm down to fight. Like if we assume no abilities. With no abilities though, after contact, you don't just want to swing. And this happened over here. We'll see in the VOD where you got to kill, and then you just swung.
Yep.
After you get a kill, you can come out a bit like this, yeah. But it's about being like unpredictable. These dudes, all of their crosshairs snapped over here after you got that first kill, and you kind of want to like milk that for all it's worth. The longer you stay alive, the better. It's less to do with getting the next kill and more to do with controlling this space and staying alive are like your two criteria, not killing more at this point. Because if a teammate manages to come over here, and this will frequently happen, and take the next fight, their crosshairs have been locked, Garden, and they're in a lot of trouble. And then that's when you step on the gas again. Okay, we get flashed, and then we commit to a crouch spray. I probably would have hopped out, and yeah, I'd switch to classic there to kill that guy, but that's just awareness. Watch your crosshair on the catwalk now, because this is when I said you're totally looking at your minimap. You see how it's floating way over here?
Yeah.
So this is after this round I told you, and then the next round you like focused on it, but I want you to see the next round. Because now I've told you that, okay? And now you're in the mindset of okay, think less, watch my crosshair more, and watch your cat.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yeah.
You're looking at the minimap. It's like at this point I think you've got some subconscious paranoia where you like feel like you have to glance at the minimap to know what's going on.
I might just not understand how to
chilling.
hold that catwalk up. I'm worried they're just gonna swing into the box as opposed to, like that.
It's like really wide. Way
I
out
also
here.
don't walk up cat that often, so this is I just haven't had the experience of getting.
Yeah, I feel like
going
here.
yet. Okay, all right.
I'm trying to explain. Like imagine this wall was here. Because that's sort of where your crosshairs aimed for when they peak. And so as you get closer to the angle, your crosshair generally doesn't stay in the same spot because they also will move differently relative to your crosshair.
Right.
But as you scale up, your crosshair kind of just like floats.
And
To me, that's like you're looking at your minimap type thing. Because generally when somebody's scaling, their crosshair is like smoothly tracking the corner sort of. And they won't just be Wing. Because if you're Wing, you're giving up first shot advantage.
Yes.
If this person peeks you, you can't just be like, okay, I'm going to shoot. First, you kind of have to dodge because your head isn't moving on their screen.
Yeah.
It was really bad. So I'd be walking up in the middle, and I'd even be like doing these little serpentine movements. So if they peek, I can shoot and keep fighting. And then as I get close, I might come up here and get ready to peek out. The only time I'm going to W up straight is if I'm with the homies. Because one of my homies will be like out here watching wider for me while I'm just scaling up close and I'm going to be looking at this smoke. He's playing wingman for me.
Okay.
So when you're taking space alone, you don't want to be walking straight at the danger. And it's the same idea here in this round where you killed the guy tree and the last one's heaven, you're backing up. You're holding S when you get peeked and you went to shoot. What you really should do when you get peeked here is you got to dodge.
First,
because they have first shot advantage. So when they peek, your head's not moving on their screen. Really easy shot for them. So you kind of have to give them that first shot and just try to like dodge it first and then fight. Or even better, of course, while we're backing up, we can back up it diagonally.
Right. Okay.
Or
Just
A
don't
lot of the
back up
time,
in
people
general,
just
yeah.
back up like this
Okay, yeah.
because they know that you can't really back up and keep a decent advantage in this fight, so they just gamble here. And I mean, you could just even smoked heaven,
Smoke's down.
but it's all about the quality of the fights we find, and like the way that our crosshair's positioned finds low quality fights. As you see here, this is actually more to do with our movement than to do with our crosshair. Now, of course, your ADS doesn't make any sense, but you're holding W when this guy swings you.
Yep.
And notice, instead of dodging, which should be our first instinct, into a running gun, you start shooting. So here we're W. He peeks and we start shooting and we crouch. Now, of course, we die. Platinum player blames their aim or whatever. They go, God, I suck. I should have hit that. Or they might even blame their crosshair placement. They go, God, I suck. I should have been out here. But in reality, they should go, God, my movement. What the hell am I doing?
Yeah.
Why are we walking straight at this threat? We should be
were
coming
going
over
BI.
here,
Yeah.
coming across. Almost no movement in high level is going to be
Yeah.
straight unless they associate zero threat with the angle they're walking towards, which means they'll be walking like knife out. But once they
If I
think
do
there's
that-
threat, it's all this lateral movement.
If I do that round over, I don't even walk toward them. I hold it back and eventually back up. I don't even go.
I probably scale.
Okay. All right. Just scale better.
Yeah, scale with some confidence, clear this angle. But essentially, yeah, if they peek, you need to already be moving side to side because that's a much harder target for them to hit. Versus if they peek and your head's moving right at them, like the head's stationary. It's
Yeah.
static dots. And everyone practices static dots in aim labs. It's good. And you fall asleep. You're taking too long to smoke.
Yeah.
You should only open the utility once you like know where you're gonna throw it, and then you throw it.
And I say, oh shit.
Yep. And here, I don't like how we played it though. So we know it's an op. We go, oh shit, we tuck in the corner. That's good. Good. Okay, but then we see they noticed us, and you immediately swing. I'd like tuck and stim, and then like jump swing, because this person as an op, very advantageous weapon. They've gone, oh shit, and they're holding us. And it's really hard for them to hit the shot if you stim, jump, swing, and land way out here. They'd have to be really careful and like adjust over to you and shoot, and that's not going to happen. There is some merit to going really fast, where they might not be ready, but I think that window passed, and she kind of just sucks, so she wasn't ready. But I think a better player would have been ready in that time window. So I would have done this, and yeah, like crazy like technique here.
Okay.
And they could already be really wide. So this jump peak, like, then I'm committing to the crouch spray at that point, and I'm
Yeah.
hoping she already missed her op shot on me.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, get ours. Oh yeah, you blunder here. You see a judge, you push him back, you take CT. Okay, and then you choose to route right side
Yep.
against the judge. We should be routing left.
Yeah, I heard him CT. Yeah, I should have gone left. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'd probably route towards logs because he's gonna flash. I'm thinking he's likely to flash out of CT. I come over here, I'm here, and I'd listen for the flash. When I hear the flash, I swing, and now my distance from them is way more sufficient. Like imagine somebody here versus somebody there, and this
Yeah.
is the gun you have. This guy's dead. That guy's killing you every time.
Yep.
And that's the difference. It's 10 meters. Huge. It's a huge difference. Yeah, and let's say you can't think of a good decision, and you should just jump.
Chill.
Let's say you're here and you're like, I can't think of a good way to fight that judge that puts them at a disadvantage and me in an advantage. And you're just here, you see your sky, then you just chill. You just chill. And you wait for the opportunity to come up where you do see a good thing to do. And let's say you never see that opportunity, you lose the whole round, and your teammates flame you. Well, then in hindsight, you think, what should I have done? And hopefully you identify, oh, coming out this way would have been
Still logs.
super good. Coming out like far from them, playing even. If I got the time, I come way back here.
Yeah.
This is just good against the judge. And now even if they come mark it, I can just watch this, and what are they going to do? They're going to die. And you like think about it later. Your panic is sort of to walk towards the danger.
Yeah. I'm trying to catch them off guard. Like I still have this DM mentality. If I can catch them off guard,
Yeah.
I'll win this fight. And yeah.
Yeah, that's sort of like a low elo thing. In high elo, the things that catch people off guard generally are just like crazy, like smart macro decisions. Oh, I remember this now.
They said one was logs.
Yep.
So then I died a jet. Oh no, I killed the jet. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you get
Oh yeah.
wrapped here.
Okay. Yeah. Well, yeah. So I trusted the comm. I'm not really, but they're like 100%. He's in the smoke.
In what smoke?
Right. So he goes to site, puts a smoke down.
Ah.
I actually don't know where I died from. If I'm 100%
Stairs,
honest,
stairs.
it was
He
stairs,
pushed through
okay.
site. He's coming stairs. He might even wrap lane if you're too slow. And this is, remember when I told you if you molly, it'll just TP out?
Yeah. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Yeah.
And he kind of screwed up the TP though. But yeah, this is totally 50-50 at this point. There's no like way to consistently win this. So this doesn't really matter. It's probably even worse for you because the bomb zone is almost certainly worse for you. This is like the Jet Daddy problem right here. This is how it manifests for him. So bam, Sky dies. You can't shoot. And you unswing and you know there's two there, right?
Yep. Yep.
And what Jet Daddy frequently does in these scenarios is he like swings out and crouch sprays. Or he'll be like finesse and cover, which is really good. And then he'll get bored because he won't kill them in the first 5 seconds. And he'll just be like, okay, screw this. He'll swing and crouch spray.
Yeah.
And then he dies because there's two people here. There's two people there. This decision just is never good. Even in a 1v2, in a 2v, and there's no world you make that decision because it's a terrible fight.
Launching smoke.
You got a smoke dog.
Yep.
And now you got a stinger. What are they going to do? Now I give you better odds. Maybe not winning odds, but we've turned 0 into 1. You can even play in the smoke, dude.
Yeah. Yeah.
Then maybe peek out. I don't know. But certainly not just dry swing the two people who are definitely looking at you because you just made contact with them and they have vandals.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it turns out, see, I wasn't even looking at the minimap. If we played slow, look, our homies are pushing out B main. They're trying to help us.
Yep.
And now we draw crosshairs, and that's when we'd be able to strike. Yeah, there you walked into this gunfire.
Spray. Yeah.
Like you heard it. You saw it. There's tracers. Like here.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, let's walk into that. That's unfortunate. Now you're 1 HP. And so what I like to do in these situations is I'm not going to resmoke B main because that actually makes it easier for them to convert the round.
Because of the spraying. Yeah.
And they can, no, more because they can hide. So
Okay.
if these B main players stay alive and you all run out B, and even if you clear out the site, it gets really annoying having these guys left. And this smoke makes it hard for you to flush them out. A lot of the time teams they'll like clear this stuff out. You can even molly this side and they'll take all this space first and then retake B. Once they're like, okay, now B's the last threat. Get rid of all this nonsense behind us. And now it's just everything in front of us so that you don't get like pincered. Like can't come from both sides. Smoking B main,
Launching smoke.
you can imagine if you're a B main player, actually makes it kind of easier for you to hold B main. Because the smoke's hard for them to push through. You can even like get in it and you're chilling. You're essentially waiting these guys. Sometimes it's good, like you have huge numbers advantage. This can be sort of like smoking ropes on split, and while your team goes B heaven, you like tuck over here and like catch them off guard coming out of the smoke. That can be good. But in this type of scenario, I think we sort of have to take the fight to them. And here again.
WP.
Yep, bad peek. And I don't think the team was ready for you to peek, and you're 1 HP. I mean, that guy peeked before we were ready. But yeah, feels bad. I probably would have tossed a weird smoke. You got 1 HP. Yeah, I'd say the main reason you're losing on Ascent is the mid control. It's not there. You need to like control mid, like take control of it, and you don't necessarily need to push the site off of that mid control. What mid control gets you is an ease of hitting either site, and you need to then use that luxury to your advantage. So the team pushes a main, but you've taken mid control, they get walled off. Well, then you come through the smoke here and you go, yo, let's go B. And now you've got this crazy good angle and you get some kills. And the inverse is true as well. Your team's pushing B main, you successfully take mid control. Well, then it's lit. You can come up here, be like, yo, come A. I've got great space. And then the higher and higher up we get, our Jet will take mid with us. We'll occasionally do actionable splits where we smoke deep mid and CT, push market. That stuff doesn't matter. Mid control is what matters because people rotate through mid a lot. And mid also just has lots of info. If you're just like here, let's move a bit. You see my audio cue or audio circle?
Yes.
I can hear them leave A.
Right here.
I can hear them come market. I basically get all the info. Similar in higher rated play, sometimes like the mid lurker on Icebox will just chill here.
Yep.
Because they can hear everything. They can hear if anybody's taking the B long orb. They can hear if anybody's rotating through kitchen to A. And they can figure out which site should be hit just from having audio info in this region type thing. In StarCraft, there's this thing called a Xel'Naga Tower.
Yeah, the Xel'Naga towers. Yeah.
Perfect.
Okay.
This is literally what the lurker sometimes is. The lurker is not something designed to kill necessarily. It can be
rotations
used
and
to gather
understand.
information. So you've got this circle around you inherently, and see, this is the Xel'Naga Tower online. Now they can't really flank B because they will make noise here most of the time. They'll take the orb, and even if they don't make noise, by the time they come out here, they're not looking mid. You've got the trap card. So Sent, your whole team's B main. Well, you're taking the space because it's very important to control like this circle, because it enables us to rotate A. If the enemy team has this circle and we're grouped up B main, how the hell do we get A? We'd have to go through our spawn, but even then we're exposing this sight line, which you probably died to before on this map.
Yes. Many times, yes.
Yeah, because mid control is essential on this map, and it belongs to the attackers. It favors the attackers. So if the enemy team's contesting mid on for repeat, you just contest back and you're going to win. You just have to figure out how to contest it. So
Yes.
let's say you're fighting mid and you keep dying mid. You should never be like, okay, time to go be main on Ascent. You should be like, okay, how do we kill them? Because you should inherently know that it's a mistake for them to hard commit to taking mid space.
Okay.
Now they might fight mid a bit to force you to burn util, and that's more similar to like Icebox defenders on A fighting this space a bit to make you burn util to take it. They're not going to fight to their death. They shouldn't. Like they might come top pipes, fight you here, but then they're falling back.
Right.
And that's to make you burn util. This Ascent operator might peek cat, fight tiles to convince you to potentially smoke it and maybe even like throw util through it. Burn a recon. And then they're like, okay, you've burned util. Here's your mid, sir. And if they don't give you mid at that point, they're asking for trouble. So that's our problem with Ascent. Let's
very bad problem.
Let's write it up. Let's write it up though.
Yeah.
Crosshair discipline, movement, or peaking quality. This has been dipping as the speed of the game increases.
Yes.
And I'd rather it just doesn't.
Okay.
And you just stay slow. And it'll get faster over time. Panicked. I prefer you sit still, pick an angle. By smoking yourself is your friend. Once you see a good option, then you can commit. I think this is what you need. You gotta slow it down. The game's going a lot slower than you think. You're playing as if you're in a pro lobby. If that's how fast it looks like you're trying to go, and it's no good.
Yeah, it's how fast it feels.
I know, because you're pushing yourself to play that fast. You're out here like, man, these guys are so fast. I'm like, here, like, dude, it sucks.
The